When I first found out that I was pregnant, I was really overwhelmed.
When I first figured out Brittany was pregnant, I was only 16 years old.
When I found out I was pregnant, I was nervous and scared.
I wasn't really prepared to bring a new baby into this world.
I found out I was pregnant. I'd made a bad choice. I was with a boyfriend for 3 years, and we weren't working out very well, and so found somebody that I had known from before, and I cheated on my boyfriend, and I got pregnant.
For me, being pregnant during my senior year it was difficult. I moved from Michigan to Colorado.
Since we were in high school, it was obviously passed around through rumors that, we should really look at getting an abortion.
And I was definitely judged a lot.
When I found out I was pregnant, my boyfriend and we had only been together for a little under a year, and he had a baby from a previous relationship. I had to think about, are we capable of taking care of two?
My pregnancy was very hard. It wasn't easy. I was sick all the time, so it was very difficult, and there was a lot of times that I did want to give up.
My life before Bridges of Hope, it felt hopeless, very depressing and full of regret. There was even a time in my life where I didn't want to live anymore because I felt so hopeless.
When I was considering my options, I really struggled between whether to have an abortion or to have the baby, whether or not I was mentally and emotionally prepared to have a baby and take care of a baby.
A lot of people actually told us that we should get an abortion. My mom, for one, when I told her I was pregnant, she basically screamed at me that I was getting one.
The options that I had to consider were, if I wanted to keep the baby, if I would have her and put her up for adoption, if it'd be open or closed adoption, or, the option to terminate the pregnancy.
I was excited and I really wanted to keep it, but my current boyfriend said that he would leave me. He intimidated me out of keeping the baby.
When I first saw my baby, when I got my ultrasounds done at the pregnancy center, I saw a little heartbeat. It's a lot harder to just think of it as, oh, it's just an embryo. This is a life.
We did consider adoption. We looked into it, but we felt that we needed to take the responsibility of raising our son.
I finally came to the conclusion to keep the baby because I had a lot of support. The pregnancy center was a really big form of support, knowing that I had the people there educating me on what was happening to my body and what was happening with the baby, and the parenting classes that they offered really helped give me the confidence to feel like I could successfully be a mom.
Because my mom wasn't there for me and I didn't have any family members who I didn't think that it was gonna feel as bad as it did, I had him, which was really nice. But the pregnancy center definitely helped. They helped a lot.
My LifeSteps coach is Rob. If I just need a day to sit down and talk, he'll gladly put aside his plans and just sit down and talk with me.
Every time that I needed my LifeSteps coach, she was always there. So I could call her at any time and she would be there. So my LifeSteps coach, she really encouraged me, and she made me feel better about myself than what the kids at school were making me feel.
Rob showed me some good videos about what it truly means to be a dad, and one of them that really struck me was that it was about this guy who ended up not having a dad in his life, and so it really made me think, I need to be there in my son's life.
When he was born, I never been so happy. As soon as he came out, I was crying.
When he was born, I mean, it was a great feeling knowing that I could be the father and stuff. I mean, I got to cut the umbilical cord to kind of bring him to life. So, I mean, as soon as that happened, I realized that I was a dad and I had new responsibilities and stuff. But it was a wonderful feeling, a feeling I've never had before.
The years that I spent dwelling on what I did and regretting what I did were very difficult.
How do we know that we need healing?
The first light that I ever saw and the first hope I ever had was Bridges of Hope.
If the Son sets you free, then you will be free indeed.
It was a Bible study, and a meeting time, so it was both. We talked about the feeling of regret and depression and anger and all the different feelings, that come along with abortion, including who God is and why He has the power to forgive us and why He wants to forgive us. Every week of the Bible study meant a lot to me, and I spent a lot of time on the homework. I looked forward to doing my homework. All those years I thought that Him dying wasn't good enough when I felt the regret and like I wasn't forgiven. Our last meeting was something to honor our child that we had lost through abortion, and so it was a memorial service. We had balloons, and we wrote our son or daughter's name on the balloon. I named him Kaylin. It meant so much to me to finally be able to give my baby a name. It gave him an identity. I know where he is. I know he's with God. He's in His arms. I can't wait to see him and embrace him and tell him how much I love him. And him running up to me when I see him the first time.
It's wonderful to be a mother. My daughter is a blessing. She makes me smile, she makes me laugh, and she's giving me a reason, a very, very big reason to be the best person that I can be and be the best mom that I could be.
It's still kind of rough just because, yes, I'm a full-time student and play soccer and work, but I mean, just knowing I get to come home to both him and Brittany, I look forward to holding my son.
If I had to do it all over again, I would. I wouldn't change anything for the world. Every time I look at him, my heart just goes to him. He's my world.
I am incredibly grateful for the pregnancy center. I am not only blessed to have my baby, but I was blessed to have the pregnancy center there.